I also have not had a job since December due to an injury that I had, so I have also not had any money to try. I have a lot of health issues that's been going on that I found out about the end of August. Gallstones and a lot of inner bleeding and things like that I'm dealing with. I also found out that I was diagnosed with autism. So may I ask, what does that mean, Your Honor?
It means...
If you can break it down a little.
It means you need to... There's two things that are about to happen. Do y'all have a recommendation that you want to put on the record, or no recommendation at all? I don't have a preference.
Probation asking for 30 days in jail. 30 days in jail.
Okay. So what Ms. Oliver is going to do is she's going to read out the allegation that's on the table, and then what the recommendation is from the state.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask you two questions. Do you admit or deny the allegations? And then is the recommendation acceptable or not? Do you accept or reject? So do you admit or deny the allegation, and do you accept or reject the allegations? I mean, accept or reject the recommendation. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do have a question though. Is there a possibility that I can request to speak to you guys towards the end? Because I do have a handful of things I would like to explain.
Yes, I'll give
as
you all
far
that.
as the whole situation.
Yes, you will have an opportunity to address, you will have a free moment where I will say, what is it you want me to know? Okay. But I will go through that in a little more detail when we get to it.
Okay.
All right. All right, go ahead.
Judge, on docket 23 SR 1406, the defendant is alleged to have violated the terms and conditions of probation in the following. The defendant has failed to provide progress of obtaining a GED as ordered. Probation is asking for 30 days in jail. Just for context, she was originally a pretrial. Her pretrial was revoked on July 31st, 2025, and she was placed on probation and currently has 63 days remaining.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Cawthon, do you admit or deny the allegations?
Admit.
Admit, okay. And do you accept or reject the recommendation that's on the table?
As far as the 30 days in jail, reject.
Reject, okay. And how much time is left?
63 days.
All right, so I have 63 days to work with.
She was sentenced on 9/26/2024 for 12 months on the pretrial diversion program. Her only violation on that case was obtaining her GED. That pretrial was revoked on July 31st, 2025. She was removed from the pretrial and placed on regular probation.
I don't have it printed out. I might have it printed out, but I did actually make progress on my GED. I was only able to get one test done. I did fail, but I have done multiple practice tests, like, going on, writing on paper, going back, answering them. Out of 8 that I have done, I've only passed 1. I also have not had a job since December due to an injury that I had, so I have also not had any money to try to pay for any test as well. I have a lot of health issues that's been going on that I found out about the end of August. As far as gallstones and a lot of inner bleeding and things like that I'm dealing with. I also found out that I was diagnosed when I was younger, which I do have proof on my phone. I was diagnosed with autism. It's just kind of difficult as far as I'm not exactly the quickest learner. And with me being a slower learner and a slower pace as far as learning, I was in special classes in school and stuff as well. It's definitely just taking longer to obtain the GED because of me being a slower learner. I am moving into Tennessee on June 16th. And I do have my mom that is helping me get into in-person classes when I get up there, because obviously online classes are not helping me. So I'm going to be into in-person classes. The situation happened. The reason I'm on probation, the situation happened when I was 17. I have been good. I have done everything you guys asked me to do, except for the GED. I've paid my payments when I had them. I've did every report. I've done everything that I could possibly do. It's just I've tried my GED. I've just failed. I haven't been non-compliant. I haven't been disobeying and not doing it. I have been trying.
Okay. So what
I also, not to mention, I'm trying to be a mom for my child, but my stepmother has my child because I cannot take care of him right now on my own.
Okay.
So I'm also trying to be a mom, which is also struggling as well.
All right. So what I'm hearing you say is through the pretrial diversion program and then the subsequent sentence from the plea, you completed everything but this one GED test.
Yes,
But GED completion.
Yes, the only thing I have not done was a GED completion, and I have attempted. I've done every report. I've done every payment. When I had them, I've answered every email that I have gotten with you guys and done everything. I've never gotten in trouble with police. I've never gotten in trouble with the law, anything since the incident that happened when I was 17, which is the reason that I'm on probation today.
And that you've been unemployed since December of 2025?
Due to an injury, which I do have paperwork for if you want to see. It's a whole stack of doctor papers from the visits because I've been out of work.
All right. And
So-
you had health issues since August of 2025?
Found out about them, yes. I've been going to hospitals off and on due to pain, and come to find out it's interintestinal bleeding plus gallstones. Plus I have to get my gallbladder taken out, which I also can't afford because I don't have insurance. So I'm struggling with my health problems myself that I can't even afford.
All right.
So-
And you said you were recently diagnosed as being on the autism spectrum?
Yes, Asperger's specifically.
Asperger's, okay. And then I heard you say somewhere in here that you're moving away?
Yes, I'm going to Tennessee because the family's moving up there with the rest of the family. So I am moving up there on June 17th specific date.
June 17th, according to my calendar.
And if I'm not mistaken, whenever I sent the email that I wasn't going to be able to complete my GED in time, I did also address that I was moving to Tennessee, and that's why I wanted to speak with you.
All right. Anything else, ma'am?
No, I think that'll be it.
All right. Ms. Sexton may have questions for you.
I don't have any further questions.
Okay. All right. Ma'am, anything else you want me to know before I make my decision?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. All right. The evidence, as I have heard it, is that Ms. Cawthon went on our pretrial diversion program, which I'm looking at the documentation here, as we've been hearing this, for simple battery and family violence. So her charges were serious. They are family violence charges. They are high and aggravated misdemeanors, which means that if I do revoke any jail time, she's only entitled to 4 days of credit per 30 days of sentence. I do note that this plea was virtual. I don't know anything more about that. No violent contact. And other than that, other than the no violent contact, she had some fines to pay or fees to pay. And then it was just obtain her GED. So there were not a lot of obligations on this original sentence. And so we moved from Ms. Cawthon. Part of the problem here is that had we known at the time that this was not going to be successful, this would have been a very different sentence. But you told us you could do this.
And I have tried to do it.
I gave you your hearing, and I realized that I did not ask you to remain silent while I was doing this, but I am now, because I gave you your opportunity to tell me everything you wanted to tell me, and I circled back with you a couple of times to make certain that you gave me everything you wanted to give me. And then this is the part where I talk. So I'm going to open it back up to you now to tell me what you want to tell me, and then you're going to stop talking for good, and then I'm going to talk, okay? All right, go ahead and finish what you wanted to say, and I'll hear it, and then I'm going to do my part. Go ahead.
I also did forget to mention the first part when I got first put on probation, I was pregnant also, so that also didn't really help with the fact of that first part of my probation, the reason that I didn't get to complete it the first half.
Okay.
Your Honor, can I ask for clarification? Are you
Sure.
talking about that she was pregnant? Are you saying you were pregnant during the pre-trial or during the probation?
When I first got put on probation, I was pregnant.
So how many children do you currently have?
1. I was pregnant in 2024, which was when I first got put on probation.
That was the pre-trial, Your Honor, I believe?
The pretrial I show, according to my dates, was from June of 2024 through September of 2025.
I'm just trying to get clarification because I believe the GED and a pre-trial, which is never offered on a family violence, was offered because she was young and pregnant.
Yes.
I'm just trying to get my dates right because I know that I did the probation, but I did not do the pre-trial plea. I believe Patrick did that.
Oh, I said that wrong. The pretrial was entered on, I said June 26th. I meant to say September 26th. So the pretrial started September 26th of 2024. So I'm just saying that I said that wrong a second ago. I'm correcting the record on that. Okay. Do you want to ask her any other questions?
So again, I'm sorry, I am very confused. You say at the time you were put on probation. Now, probation is different from pretrial. Do you understand the difference? Okay, that's where I think we were. When you presented and you were offered a pretrial, the very first time you met with anybody after the charges were levied against you, and you met with somebody, that's when you were pregnant. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. The state understands now. So, Your Honor, for the record, she was pregnant at the pretrial,
Okay,
not
that
at the
makes sense.
probation.
Okay. All right, back to you, Ms. Cawthon. Anything else you want to add before we pivot to me and I do my part?
I also did serve jail time when the incident happened as well. I forgot to mention.
How much?
I don't know right off the top of my head. I don't know if there's a way you can look at that in the system. I just know that I did, I think maybe 3 or 4 days, possibly. I was 17 when it happened.
You ready? All right. Here's how this is going to work. You're telling me you're leaving town on June 17th. I am revoking 43 days to serve. You will turn yourself in if you are still here in Spalding County on June 18th to serve those 43 days.
So may I ask,
If you-
what does that mean, Your Honor?
It
If
means
you can break it down a little.
it means you need to move away and not come back.
Yes, Your Honor.
It means that I think you need to do jail time, but at the same time, you've been pulling us along for all this time. I'm factoring in the mitigating factors of this case, and I'm simply saying that this is my balancing point. You can either stay here in Spalding and do 43 days, or you can move off and start a new life somewhere else. And whichever of those you choose is your business. But if I find out you're here in jail, you're here in Spalding on June 18th, or you come back at any point after that, then your 43 days starts the day you step back into Spalding County.
Yes, Your Honor.
You need to go, you need to put Spalding County in your rearview mirror, and you need to start your new life somewhere else. Okay? Do you understand that if you come back to Spalding County, I will issue a warrant and I will have you taken into custody? And you will serve those 43 days. They will be waiting for you. Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Go, pack your bags, and move away. That time is, of course, suspended upon proof of that she's gone.